Okay, well, we'll have to work with this. Let's just lay down completely on your mat, right? Just like you woke up this morning, reach your hands back behind you, give a big, long, big body stretch, and then hug your knees into your chest. Roll a little side to side, massage your spine. And again, open up all the way. And bring the knees into your chest. Just begin to find your natural organic breath, extend and reach, and then hug the knees in. So you're gonna feel that breath, right? On the inhale, open up, fill up the belly fully with the breath, and on the exhale, allow those knees to come into your chest and get rid of all that air out of your lungs. 2 more, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Just stay here, hug those knees in. So no rocking, just nice and still. Try to draw the knees in towards your chest. Keep your sitting bones rooting down though towards the front of the room. Knees are together side by side. You can feel your belly pushing into your thighs. And then open up all the way. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. You're going to lift your head up and turn yourself over to the right side. Okay, reach the arms back behind you. And then walk your feet over to the right side. So this is a side body stretch for your left side body, right? So if you were to look on top, if somebody were to look at you on top, you're going to look a little bit like a banana or a crescent roll, right? Good. And come back to center. And do the other side. So walk your feet over to the left side, lift your shoulders up, take them to the left, and create that crescent moon shape on the left side. So the whole right side body is stretching. Your shoulders are on the mat. Giving a gentle tug to your wrist. Good. And then come back to center. Hugging your right knee into your chest. And you're going to take just some gentle, nice circles here. So you can use your hand to do this, or you can release it if you feel like you can get bigger circles, right? Take it out to the right side and across the body, right? Maybe take it in the opposite direction. It's like you have a pencil on your knee and you're drawing big circles on the ceiling, okay? Good. Now take it to the mat and let your knee fall to the right. So think of tree pose here, nice, beautiful inner thigh stretch. You can reach your arms overhead. You can take them to goalpost arms, whatever feels good for you right now. So this is, you can even draw your left toes to your shin, press your left thigh down. Right, we're a stable tree, right? Perfectly balanced. Take some nice deep breaths in and out. Good, and then draw that right thigh back in. Bend the left knee, extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. And point and flex the toe a couple of times. And when you point, flex the toe towards your shin, you might feel a little tug in that right hamstring. So maybe slightly bend the knee. You're going to draw that thigh towards the belly. If you can straighten the leg and bring it closer to, closer to your belly, great. This is as far as my body is going to allow me to stretch today. You can grab the back of your thigh if you prefer, back of your calf, ankle, and then maybe extend the left leg long. So that's going to intensify it, right? Well, here comes my dog. Hi, you. This is a bit of pet yoga today. Bend your left leg. Hi, dog.
Sorry, dear.
It's okay. Bring your right ankle to your left knee and open the right knee up. He's okay. Go take him for a walk.
Come on.
Get your butt out of the way. Go.
Give you one come too.
Okay. So this is a pigeon variety right here, right? We're opening for our under hip. We can use our hand to push the knee open. We're just doing a gentle one right now. But you should be able to feel a little bit of this in your right outer hip. And we're just going to take our lower half of our body over to the left side. So just let it fall. So your footprint's probably going to find the mat. And you can extend your right arm out to the side. Look over your right shoulder. Like Cass. And again, maybe use that hand to push that Bent knee forward. You're going to feel it right up here. Maybe I do. Take some big breaths in and out, and then come back to center. Knee in one more time. Extend it long. Shake it out. Draw the left knee in. So to prepare for pigeon, we have to have the front of the body nice and stretched out, and even this back part of the hamstring nice and stretched out. So that's kind of why we're spending a little extra time here on our mat. Release, then begin to take those circles. You're just opening up, you're kind of lubricating the hip socket here. So you can use your hand to move it around if you'd like. Or you can just sort of release it, take it wide to the left, and then across your body. Take it in the other direction. Still breathing, right? We want to make sure our breath is nice and full during our practice. And then when you're ready, just place the sole of the foot on the floor and let it fall to the left. Try to keep your right hip on the mat. Maybe you can put your hand there. Or reach the arms, like I said, overhead. Goalpost arms feels good for me. It makes it so my shoulders don't feel too tight, too tense. But it helps my chest open as well. Just take another breath here. And then slowly bring it back to center. Bending the right knee, extend the left leg up. Now point and flex the toe. Maybe rotate the ankle a little bit. And then begin to draw that without lifting your butt up, right? You don't take the butt with you. Just the leg, just the leg. So you want to feel the hamstring stretch. And you want to breathe there. You can walk your hands up towards your calf. So it's a little too much for me right now, so I'm going to stay behind my thigh. Again, if you flex the toe towards your shin, you're going to feel it a little bit more. Just these little subtle movements, right? Going only as far as your body allows without lifting up your butt. Take one more breath here. Maybe extend the leg long, right? Release all that breath. And then cross the left knee over, left ankle over right knee. Use the hand to press it forward. Remember, you're only going, we all have an edge, right? We all have different levels of flexibility. So you may be here, and that's totally fine. Right? My hips are more open than my shoulders. My shoulders are very tight. Good, and then allow the body just to kind of fall to the right side. So my footprint finds the floor. I'm using my hand to open up that knee a little bit more, right? Because I could try to push it forward, but then I'm overworking. I just want to stretch. I don't want to work, I want to stretch. You might feel this on the inner groin, which is awesome, or the outer hip. Slowly bring it back to center. Extend both legs long, shake it out. And then bring the knees in and slowly roll up to your seat. So it might take a couple of times. You can, my hair is coming out. Roll back and forth. Maybe one more. Okay. And then find Cobblers Pose. You're just going to bring your soles of the feet together. Right? And my feet are pretty far away from, my groin, right? You just want to have enough room, enough space to be able to sort of lift the chest, grow nice and long in your spine, and use your elbows to press the knees down just enough to feel an inner stretch. So we're not really trying to fold forward too much. You can let your chin come to your chest though. Breathing here, breathe into the back body. If you can bring your feet a little closer together to the groin, just maybe an inch and see what happens. You might feel an extra stretch in your back. Whenever we're in a sort of forward fold motion, your breathing in the front body is going to be a little bit more restricted. So you can draw your attention to where it's going to go organically, which is going to be in the back body. So just breathe into your back body for a breath or two and just kind of fill up your lungs, fill up the kidney area with your breath. Super stimulating for your organs. Right? One more breath here. and then slowly close. You're just gonna cross your legs, roll over. You're gonna actually come onto your front body now. Slowly here, okay? So instead of just lowering down like we normally do, bring your hips forward and do a reverse cobra. So come all the way down and then roll right back up. And sink your hips back. Keep your hands where they are. So sink your hips back towards modified child's pose. Palms stay where they are. And your spine is just nice and long. Come forward again. This might feel awkward, right? Drop your hips. Because normally I say don't do that. Slowly draw your shoulders back, elbows back. And towards child's pose. So move with your breath now, right? Come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink back. One more. So you want to finish your breath here, right? And come forward on the inhale. Lower down on the exhale. Roll up and back. And come all the way forward, come down. I should have chosen a longer shirt today. Tops of feet pressed down. Maybe lift the thighs up so you can press your thighs firmly down onto the mat, okay? And you're going to take your hands, your left hand in front of you, your forearm, okay? Bend your back knee, right leg bends, and reach back for the top of your right foot. So in pigeon pose, again, lots of things need to be stretched out in order to really sink deeply into it. So the knees really, the front of the thighs need to be stretched out as well, okay? So you want to draw that heel towards your right buttock. This is not a back bend at all, so you can even hinge forward. You can put your head on your forearm. But you should feel, you can even bend the elbow to try to draw that heel towards, and you may be way out here, and it's totally fine, right? A lot of us out there, we're runners, cyclists, whatever, our legs are tight. It's okay. Continuing to breathe. Now, if you want, okay, you can lift yourself up a little bit higher here in the front body, push your foot into your hand into your foot, push your pelvis down into the floor. You're gonna feel your knee lift maybe a little bit. And then if you'd like, now it's a tiny back bend, make sure you're comfortable. You can lift your left hand up. So this looks like dancer pose, right, on the mat. So enjoy it, because we're gonna be doing it standing later. Okay, then slowly release. So that leg, it should feel a little different, right? Bend the left knee. Bring your right hand, your right forearm underneath you. Reach back and grab. Now, I know a lot of people, the foot's not available. They can't grab it, which is okay. That's where you are. You might have to grab the back of your heel. You might have to grab your pants. Okay, wherever you can get that heel closer to your buttocks, do that. Okay, and again, feel free to release the upper body. And normally I would be like, hey, do you guys feel that stretch? So hopefully you do. I get a lot of like grunts and groans and facial expressions in this posture. Good. Now, again, if you'd like, you can stay where you are. Or you can push your hand in your foot into your hand, extend your arm back, lift your chest up, push your pelvis down, feel the knee lift just a little bit. If it bothers you, put it back down, and then maybe reach the right arm forward. You can lift the right leg too. It just might organically go there. You're gonna have to breathe into the belly, and then exhale, release. Nice job. Bring both hands underneath you, bend the knees. What do you want, kitty cat? Kitty, kitty cat. And windshield wipe them side to side. Good. Feet go back, hands go by your breastbone. Up and back, child's pose. Just for another breath, breathe into the back body. And your palms are facing up. And slowly come up. Stepping your right foot forward. And really extend it long here so the leg is straight. And then you're just going to bend into that front knee. Good. So This left hip flexor is getting a stretch now, right? So your shoulders are drawing down, the belly is slightly moving away from the thigh. And if you want, your arms belong to you, right? You can reach the arms up. You can extend and look up, and this is going to give you a nice stretch in the front body as well. Maybe a deeper stretch in the left hip. Take one more full breath here. Hands come down, and you're going to straighten the right leg. Just drop back. And again, beautiful hamstring stretch. So bring that right hip back with you. You don't want to, our body's going to try to not feel the stretch as much. Our body will take the path of least resistance, and we have to be mindful that good alignment, right, is going to help us get into the stretches that we really need, right? All right, so come back up slowly, bring that foot back behind you. I'm gonna come into a high plank pose, and now you can lower your knees down to the mat if you'd like, or just lower all the way down. Toes go back, roll up to that nice little cobra pose. Maybe move the shoulders back, stay here for an extra breath. And then lower down. Curl the toes under, press up here. Now regular push up into downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Bring the belly to your thighs, bend the knees, look back, shake your head, wiggle your tail, wag your tail, and come back down. Left foot goes forward. Again, straighten the leg. This is just going to give you a nice length. Can you not clean yourself in front of everybody? Bend the knee. So stack your hands on top of that knee. Can you keep that? Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm going to be putting this up on YouTube today. Just saying. It's all for you guys. So you should feel this right here, right? And the tendency is to do this. It's just like dump into it. You really want to lift the pelvic floor just a little. And you can do that by drawing your belly away from your thigh. And then still holding that, bend a little deeper. Hold it in. Maybe reach the arms up. Again, you can go to goalpost arms, or maybe you can take your hands behind you. Perhaps looking up. Feeling a really beautiful stretcher right here. Do what we want. Good. And then bring those hands down and draw the left thigh back. So the left hip goes with, right? Bow your chin towards your chest, look down towards your knee or your mat, and maybe even back to your back toe. And then slowly bend. Take the foot back. Sometimes that's hard, right? Just slowly transition. Find your high plank pose. Stuff everywhere. And lower down. Cobra or up dog. Cobra, your hands are by your breastbone, and otherwise draw it slightly back for up dog. So that when you straighten your arms, you lift your thighs, you lift your hips, your shoulders, and your wrists are in alignment. Breathe in. And breathe out. Coming to our standing poses, walk forward, the front of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in, inhale. And lower down, exhale. Bring your feet out or hip width apart. Grab elbow to elbow for Ragdoll pose. Feel free to move a little side to side. Maybe allow your arm bones to fall toward the mat if that feels better for you. Lift the toes up, spread the toes wide. And slowly roll to stand. Feet back together, reach up. Tiny little back bend. And hands back to heart. Oh, you can't see me. Okay, so coming to the top of your mat, I'm going to fix my hair. This is not staying today. All sorts of problems. All right. So classical Surya Namaskar. We'd be stepping our right foot back first. Okay, so inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps back. Way, way back. Make sure you're wide enough and take the arms up here. Bend the back knee. Bending the back knee so we can stay deep in the left knee. Once you're there, draw the right thigh back. Extend the arms up towards the ceiling. Again, feel free to look up, reach back with those fingertips. Breathe deeply into the chest. Feel your lungs expand. Feel your ribcage expand. One more breath here. And feel that opening still, right? See what we're doing. Exhale down. Left foot back. High to low. You can pause halfway if you want. This is mellow flow, so feel free to just go all the way down and come to cobra. Okay. Down dog. Right leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Again, opportunity. Rotate the ankle. Spread the toes. Press the left heel down. Extend the right leg back and then bring it in. Draw it in. Push off the back toe. Step the right foot forward. Help it if you need to. Bend your back knee if you need to. All good. Lift up. Bend the back knee. Right knee bends deeply. And then draw the left thigh back. Left heel down. Looking up. Thumbs are back. Shoulders are relaxed. Left glute is fired up, guys. Help it out. Look down. Look forward. Step forward. Halfway lift. And fold. And rise all the way up. Other side. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, left foot goes back this time. Left foot way back. Wide like on rails, reach up. Good, this time, opening to warrior two. So my back is gonna be to you, I apologize. Look back at your back hand. Keep pushing the outer edge of your left foot down. And keep bending deeply into the right knee. So you should be fully engaged in both thighs lifting in and up. Strong warrior pose. Again, fire up your glutes. Don't let them just hang out. We oftentimes rely on our legs. Good. Spin the back, hand down. Cartwheel your hands down. Lower down. Halfway or all the way. And pause here, right? Build the arm strength. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Left leg lifts, bend and open. Bounce, flex, point, rotate, re-extend. Again, draw it in, okay? Draw it in. Step it forward. Wide. Reach up. Open up. Warrior two. Take a look at your feet now. Make sure your heel to heel to arch for length. And again, I feel it both on my inner thighs. You don't want to be hinging forward, so make sure your shoulders are over your hips. So maybe you can put your hands on your hips and notice that. Shoulders, hips, even. Back over your right fingertips. I could probably go a little bit wider. And sink into it. Sink in. Go over your left fingertips. Strong, strong, strong warrior. And you should feel this, you guys. I mean, literally, if you don't feel it here, you don't feel it opening here, your knee is opening outward to the left. Change it up so you feel something, okay? One more breath. You rotate that right arm forward. Cartwheel your hands down. Turn towards the front of your mat. Look forward. And step forward. Halfway lift. And fold. And rise. Again, little back bend if you want. Hands to heart. Okay. So let's do some standing balancing poses. This house is usually cold and I am warm right now for the first time ever. Okay, so you're gonna stand on your left foot. You're gonna draw your right knee in and draw it as high as you can. Hug it in like we did on the ground. We were laying down, our right knee came into our belly. So your shoulders are back, your head is back, then you can point and flex. And then reach the left arm up and take it out to the right. So in every pose, right, we want to make sure we are engaging the part of our body that is creating our foundation, which is just one leg. We're balancing on one foot, okay? And then notice what's opening. So here, you should feel it here, right? And then bring it back to center. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into tree pose. So just take it to the inside of your thigh, maybe bring it down to your calf or even to kickstand, okay? I'm gonna give you another option here. So if this is where you can come to, if this is comfortable for you and you can be here all day long, okay, I'm gonna invite you to only do this if your knee is happy doing this. If you have knee issues, don't do it. You grab the bottom of your foot, kind of pull it up, put your heel into your hip pocket, okay, and then you can grab the top of your foot. I cannot let it go without it falling. The knee comes back down. So I'm just holding the top of my foot, and I bring my hand to my heart. You can bring your hand wherever you want. It could be overhead, right? You can hold it with this ankle. I don't care what you do with your arms. So try to not grip your toes. Keep engaging this left thigh and your left glute. Take one more breath. And then wherever you are, I know we're on a standing leg for a long time, but bring your right ankle over your left knee and hinge down. Okay? Bring your palms to your heart center, or bring it here. Push that knee down. See how that feels. And if you want, if your toes aren't cramping on the bottom, you can hinge forward and really sink down. You're gonna feel this in your outer hip. So again, this is a pigeon variety. This is a figure 4. You can look down. You can fold in half. You can reach for the ground. Wrap your toes over your bicep. Bow forward, or just stay where you are. Take one more full round of your breath. And then slowly, as you came in, come out of it. Send the right foot back. Just open up that hip for a second. And shake it out. Okay, a lot on the standing leg. So take a moment to shake the left leg out. Step into your right leg. Don't let your hip come out. Push it back in. Squeeze the right glute. Okay? And then when you're ready, draw that left knee in. So we're really trying to bring it as close as we can comfortably. And again, root down. Strong leg. Right arm goes up. And then right arm goes out, left knee goes out. Good. So this is a variation of hand to big toe pose. We're just doing it this way because it's easier to get a nice little stretch here. Bring it back to center slowly. If you need to tap out just to relax a little bit, do that. Otherwise, come into tree pose. So, whoop. Toe stand, inner calf, inner shin, upper thigh, right? And balancing things, balancing poses are, I have big feet for a small person. So I like this pose a lot. And if you can be here and you want to try that other thing, lift your foot out, up, heel to hip pocket. Maybe draw the knee down. Draw the top of your foot. Explore. Okay, this is your playground. This is for you. This is your piece of real estate. Your 45 minutes to an hour long practice to play. That'll be fun. We'll take one more breath. And keep that right leg fired up. Keep that right glute fired up. Release and draw it down. Begin to bend. Take the left ankle over the right thigh. Hinge back. Ooh, this side's tight. Yeah. And then maybe hinge forward. You can come here. You can bow forward. You can straighten that right leg. One more breath. Hands come to heart. Press into the standing foot. Woo! Okay. Shake it out, guys. That's a lot. So just let it be loose. One more standing balancing pose. Stand into your left foot. Turn to the side, okay? Just take your foot and move it forward and back a little bit. You're going to catch your right foot in the right hand, okay? So we did this on the mat also. Draw the knee back. Heel towards buttocks, stretching the front right thigh. Left arm goes up. Feel free to stay here or press your foot in your hand into your foot. You can extend it back behind you and begin to hinge for dancer pose. Keep your bicep by the ear. Keep your right hip moving down. Look down at the mat, look down at something on the floor, look down at your carpet, whatever is there. Keep your gaze at that one point. Take one more breath. Lift, lift, lift. And then slowly come out. Windmill your arms around. You're swinging your left foot. And then catch it in your hand. Press firmly down to the standing foot. Draw your left heel towards your left glute. Draw the left knee back in alignment with the right. Be mindful not to lock out the right knee. Just pushing and lifting. And then if you want, again, feel free to stay or play, right? Push your hand into your foot, foot into your hand, you hinge forward. Keep the chest reaching forward. Lifting the heel, but notice the front of the quad. One more inhale. And exhale, windmill the arms around. Woo, take a nice deep breath in. Take the feet wide. Reach back and hinge forward. Good. So feel free to just sort of bend those knees, move a little side to side. Maybe just hang out, elbow to elbow, shake the head. Release the arms. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Slowly unstand and stand. Good. So coming to the top of your mat, push off, turn forward, and just do one, kind of flesh out this standing balancing poses with a sun salutation. So come to the top of your mat, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back. High plank to low. I'm going to go all the way down. Toes back, roll up. Stay in your cobra or your up dog just for an extra breath. It feels so good on the front body. Exhale. And up to down dog. Breathe, pedal. Good. Lift your right leg up, step it forward. Spin your back heel down. Windmill up to warrior two. Back towards your back hand, shoulders relaxed. Straighten your right leg, okay? Reach your fingers wide. Extend forward, triangle pose. Hand to shin. Take your left hand to your left ribs and try to open towards the side wall, back wall, wherever you are. Reach up. Maybe your right hand can come down to the mat. It doesn't have to. But beautiful stretch right here in the right hamstring. And slowly come up. So we're going to take this into half moon pose. So I want you to draw your left foot a little bit closer. Bring your hands to your hips. Bend your knee. Reach your right hand down for the mat. Now this is sometimes where you might need a block. Have one nearby or whatever. I didn't bring mine down yet. So we're just going to launch and lift. Okay? Then that left arm can go up. So my fingertips are underneath my face to the right about 5 inches. Oh, my tippy fingers. That arm can be up or it can be at your hip. If you want to play here, because we've kind of opened at the right or left quad, you can bend the knee, reach back, grab the top of your foot, lift up. One more full breath. Re-extend, left hip down, right? Left hand down, left foot down. Slow, slow, slow. Hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Step your right and left foot back, high to low. Again, I'm going to go all the way down to my mat. Kind of slowing it down, softening in. exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts and step it forward. Spin the back heel down. So you're finding your length here with your warrior two legs and straighten the left leg. Reach the arms wide. You're reaching forward because you want to lengthen here. You'll see me better here. I just bring my hand down wherever the hand goes and then take the hand to the ribs and watch what happens. Just open up a little bit more. See how that just open my entire side body open. Reach the arm up. And breathe. Just breathing now. Feel. I'm going to give a slight micro bend in my knee so I don't overextend. Right, take one more breath. Really preparing that left hamstring. Come back up. Bring your hands to your hips. Slightly hinge forward. So we want our hips to be opening. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Okay. Bend the knee. Reach down. And launch. Now, if grabbing the foot was hard, you wanted to, but you couldn't get it, I'm just going to give you an alternative. You can stay here. You can also grab it here and then hinge down, if that's easier. If you even want to do it, you don't have to. So looking down, perhaps, just kind of keep your focal point. Put your hand in your foot in your hand if you're there. Otherwise, extend. If you're here, extend through your heel. Arm can be up towards the ceiling. Play, explore, challenge yourself, right? Most challenging part of this would be to look up towards the ceiling. One more breath, inhale, and hand down. Hip down, close the hip first, and then flip down to the mat. And take a moment here, put your feet back together, hands to shins, halfway lift, exhale, step back, and lower down. Cobra or up dog, and downward dog. All right, guys, here it comes, okay? Pigeon pose, right leg lift halfway, right knee, right wrist, okay? Now, you're gonna extend that left foot back. I'm gonna face you now, okay? So, you might see the knee and the ankle kind of parallel to the front edge of your mat. That is not possible for most people, okay? So it doesn't, if your heel is in towards your groin, that's totally fine. What you wanna make sure you're doing though is that your right hip and your left hip are somewhat in alignment. You're not like this, okay? The back toe is extending right behind you. If you have space, like I do underneath your butt, and you have a blanket or a block or a pillow, you can stuff it right there, okay? Now, staying lifted brings you into a back bend. For today, all right, for this one, I'm going to suggest that you hinge forward. Okay, that knee might be slightly out and to the right of your hip. You can be here. You can stack your fists, your hands on top of each other. You put your forehead onto your fists. Or if you have the ability to lay all the way down, you might be able to just bring your forehead onto your hands. Like it. Okay. I'm sorry. He's being funny. An option here, okay, if it's comfortable for you, might be to extend your arms out like an iron cross. Okay, out here. So turn your cheek to the side. You have got to be completely comfortable with your outer right hip though. Don't do it if it feels straining at all. And your other option is to take your right hand underneath and thread the needle. Again, only if it's comfortable. These are just options, okay? Whatever posture you're choosing, relax your face, relax your shoulders, okay? Try to relax into that where you're feeling the stretch. Cat, do not jump up. So if you guys stay in it, I'm going to get my phone so I can keep track of time here. I want you to feel like we do pigeon a lot, right?
probably have done pigeon in the past. I think all of you guys here participating have done yoga many times before. So what does it feel like today? You know, does it feel any easier? Or do you feel a little deeper? Because we really did start to say that we're allowing you to open up your hips, open up your outer hip here, open up the front of the quad, front of the knee, all purposeful stuff. Let your head be heavy. Take 2 more breaths. Release that breath, that exhale, and just slowly bring your hands down. You can take it, walk them back, move your chest up. We're gonna take it right around. So come on to that right hip, swing that puppy around. Okay, again, so you wanna make sure your left sitting bone is on the mat. This may be as far as you go. If you can, take your hands to your ankles, move your ankles out, forward, and then apart. Now, yours may not do this, so your heels may be closer to your body. You may need to come into a cross-legged position. I don't know, but this may be accessible to you today. This is cow-faced legs. This should feel nice in your hips. It's also a different kind of pigeon thing, right? You could also, at times, lay down your back and do this, okay? You can take your right hand up and back. Push your head into your hand. Take your left hand back and maybe clasp your hands together. So this is Gomukhasana, which means cow face pose. Use the ears and use the cow's lips. Okay. So I'm not flexible in my shoulders and I can't touch my hands together, and that's totally fine. Okay. Stay here if you are enjoying this arm position, and maybe even just hinge forward. So for me, it's super deep now in that right outer hip. I'm gonna let go of my arms and just bow forward. And that's as far as I go. This is where my body says, stop. Okay, so listen to your body. And if you're choosing to run today, don't do it right away. Your hips are gonna be really open and really loose. Okay, so good idea is to sort of wait on that. And slowly come up. Unfold those legs. Shake them out. Okay, so I faced you. I'm just gonna come back forward into that downward facing dog, okay? Lift the right leg up just to loosen it up. Loosen up that hip. Bounce it around a little bit. And bring it back down. Lift the left leg up. Then again, bring it forward now, left side. So left knee, left wrist, right ankle, right wrist. Send that foot back behind. I definitely noticed that I got definitely deeper today than I normally do. And I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. You can push the top of your foot in the mat behind you, lift your thigh and kind of move your foot back just maybe a skosh more. Again, this foot may be very close to the groin and maybe farther away, depending on your flexibility. When you're ready, hinge forward. Again, opportunity to stick something underneath that butt cheek to support you. And then relaxing the upper body. So again, stacking fists, staying on your forearms, relaxing your shoulders, dropping your head. However you can be the most comfortable. Okay. Maybe on your forearms. Maybe iron cross. And again, maybe threading the needle. Just a few more breaths here, guys. This is what we came in for, so we want to be here for a little bit, feel it. Okay, not a normal class. It's all about the hips today. Good. Take 2 more nice, deep cleansing breaths. Your belly's on your thighs, right? So massaging your inner organs. The diaphragm sits below your heart. Every breath you're massaging your heart. Cool. And lift up. Give yourself a tiny little back bend. Let's come onto the left cheek, swing around. And here we are. So I'm going to try to wiggle those feet forward and pull them apart. Pull probably is not the right word. Right sitting bone is pressing down. So again, if this is not happening, draw your heels towards you. Maybe toes towards shin. Cow face pose. Left hand up and back, right hand up and back. If you like this and want to stay there, stay there. Maybe hinging forward. Again, this bothers my shoulder, but it is the pose. This is Gomukhasana pose. So I want to just make sure you're in it, and if you want to stay there, be in it. If you don't, take your hands forward and bow forward. This actually feels better for me because I can focus on what's working and not what's bothering me. That's super important. So listen to your body. And again, this is one of those poses where I look around the room and I see people going like, they scrunch their face, they make faces at me. So, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Good. And then come back up. Slowly unfold. What we're going to do here is open the legs and hinge forward. Maybe your hands go back and you can push your butt back. So push the flesh, take the fleshy parts of your butt cheeks out. Okay, toes are up. If you think you have a little bit more to give, you're not sure, lift your knees, take your hands underneath your thighs, your knees, and just try to inch open a little bit more, okay? Reach the arms up, and then hinge forward. Now, I'm just going to tell you, I cannot normally put my forearms on the mat, okay? And they're there today. So I just want you to notice maybe if this sequence has helped open up your hips a little bit more, because that's awesome. Move a little side to side, let your chin come to your chest. And come back up. So take it in just a little bit more. Draw your right foot into your inner left thigh. And bring your left arm into your left knee. And reach your right arm up. And you can take your hand across like the bicep by the ear. Okay. Come up, twist to your left. Bring your hand behind you, right hand behind you. Left arm reaches up and just take the hips up with you. And reach back. And come down. And take it to the other side. Right elbow into the right inner thigh. Left arm reaches up. Right arm reaches back. So you can reach your right hand for your heel. Maybe that arm comes across towards the ear. So if your side body's super long and stretchy, you might be able to bring your ear down to your knee. Not happening with this girl, but good. Turn and twist to your right. Nice and tall in the spine. Good. And then take your left hand behind. Reach your right arm up, lift the hips up, and come back. Come back on your mat. Just lay down, open up. Reach the arms back, bend the knees. Bring the palms down to the mat, lift the hips up. A nice little bridge pose. You can use your hands underneath you to lift up a little higher. Maybe grab underneath, elbows go underneath, lift those hips up. Press your feet into the mat, knees forward, chin to chest. And slowly lower. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Stay on the right side, okay? Take your right leg, right foot, right ankle on top of your left knee. If that feels good, it's going to stretch your psoas muscle deep, deep, deep in there. If it doesn't feel good, just lay your knees to the side. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Again, your feet are wide, but as wide as your mat. Lower them down. This side is harder for me. Lift your left ankle over your right knee. Draw it down. Yikes. Tap something over your right shoulder. Back to center. And just extend your legs forward. So if there's anything else you need to do before you take final resting pose, you can do it if it means lifting your legs up towards the ceiling just for a few moments. Doing shoulder stand or plow, like finish your practice the way you want it today. I'm going to bring the soles of my feet together and just allow my knees to be open because my hips do feel quite open today. It feels nice for me. So find whatever resting pose you want to be in. It could just be legs wide, arms back, maybe even child's pose. Okay. Take a big deep breath in. Open the mouth, let it out. Close the eyes. And rest. One's out. Open the door. Let's just take like 5 more cleansing deep breaths in and out. Okay. One more breath. And let it go. Wherever you are, extend your legs forward, reach your arms back. Plug your knees into your chest. Massage your lower back. And come onto your side body. Use your hands to press up to your seat. And come into cross-leg position. Bring your palms together to your heart center. Bow your chin to your chest, and just honor this practice today. Be grateful to yourself. Be grateful for this practice. Honoring yourself, this practice, and each other. Bring your thumbs to the center of your forehead. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Namaste. You guys, thank you so much for putting up with all the chaos. I'm going to turn you back on now.